首先是来自金角野人队的1号球员，来自新加坡的霍宇轩。2号是来自德国的奥利。4号是来自荷兰的 Hippos。6号是来自北爱尔兰的 Z。8号是来自俄罗斯的 Canoe。9号是来自匈牙利的 10号是来自新西兰的 Anthony。身穿黄色球衣的注意者队1号球员也是队长，是来自匈牙利的 Hippos。2号是来自马来西亚的 Mirin。3号是来自中国的沈硕。4号是来自西班牙的 Alejandro。7号是来自俄罗斯的 Hippos。8号是来自德国的 Mario。9号是来自英国的 伊。
All right, and welcome back for day 2 of the CPSL 2019 Season 1. I'm going to be commentator for the day. My name is Jade Kerber, and with me to start off this first game between the Bulls and the Commandos is the captain of the Leader Tigers. He's from New Zealand, Sammy Hapita. How are you, Sammy?
Yeah, good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Very excited. We just had a lovely opening ceremony, and players are just warming up now. We don't have that on the screen at the moment, but we're going to just go through a few things, a bit of a recap from yesterday. So, some strong performances from a lot of different teams. First game yesterday, Sammy, that was your team, the Tigers. Very convincing win there. How did you feel after that game?
Yeah, convincing win against the red team, the 2GC Commandos. Yeah, we felt really good after that game. Put the pressure on. And we didn't let much through in our defense, so yeah, we're very happy.
It was a very strong statement to start the season.
Yeah,
very good win. Following that, we had another strong performance, this time by the Hippos. They had a very big win there by about 6 or 7 goals, and yeah, really coming out of the gun straight at the start of this season, making sure that they're opening with a strong statement, just really putting their place in the competition. The last game that we had between the Bulls and the Wolves just coming out on top. The Bulls fighting hard but didn't quite have it there. So that wrapped up our games in the afternoon, and in the evening we had another 3 games with some incredibly strong performances. Sammy, your Tigers lost narrowly to the Wolves there. A bit of a frustrating performance.
Yeah, very, very frustrating. Our tactics that we had going into the game against the Commandos didn't really work against the Wolves. They had a really strong defense. They keep fighting us, and it just seems we just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. So yeah, it was just one of those games really, and a few of our players got very frustrated, and yeah, but congrats to the Wolves. They played really well. They played out of their skin. Their defense was just it's unbreakable.
It was incredible. It was an amazing game to watch as a commentator, just seeing both teams fighting for everything. The Wolves, just such a tight defense. As soon as you guys got into the attack, they just compacted down on top of goal and really didn't give you any space. We know that yourself and Tim, you like playing on that inside, just sitting under goal, trying to feed that ball into you and get those shots off, but they just didn't let you have that space.
Nah, they just keep fighting us. Even getting the ball into the inside, it seemed like a struggle at times. They just keep closing the gap. And then when we got the ball, there were 3 or 4 paddles in the way. So it was just one of those games for us. and I'm sure going forward that we've thought of a few tactics and ways around it and how we can be better. So we can only move forward. So yeah.
Yes, and so yeah, in the evening yesterday we also had the Commandos playing the Blue Helmets. Both of those teams at the receiving end of a very strong defeat in the first games, looking to bounce back. And the Commandos just had the top of the Blue Helmets there, coming out with their first win of the season. Blue Helmets have still yet to get a win on the sheet, so they're looking to give the Tigers a bit of a run for their money in their game, try and get a win on the board. So it's going to be an entertaining game. That one's third coming up. Coming up first, we have the Bulls and the Commandos. They are still warming up. We're only a few minutes away, and then we'll be getting the coverage back onto this game. Alright, and we looks like we have the coverage back, so the commentary will continue. Both teams just getting into their team huddle. Captains are going to be having a few last words with their teams, making sure that everyone's on the same page, pumping themselves up, ready to go for this first game of today's matches.
I think looking at this game, the Chinchou Bulls haven't won a game yet. They're going to be very, very hungry for their first win in the tournament. They've got some really consistent players, and I think it's going to be a really good game today.
Yes, it will be an interesting one, and I do believe that we have a poll up on the Facebook live stream, so we would love to hear your thoughts on who you think is going to win this game. Currently, a lot of you are saying that the Bulls might get their first win, so we're hoping that that will be the case. And we'll see how they go now. Both teams lining up for that charge start. We know that number 2 from the Commandos, Matcha, will be aiming to get that ball first, but it looks like Ollie Reiki from the Bulls will be trying to beat him to it.
I think Ollie is a very... Actually, both sprinters are very, very fast. It's going to be pretty close.
They're going to be making sure that they don't overstep the mark, because with CPS rules, there will be a straight yellow card, and away they go. And Ollie Rike, number 3 for the Bulls, has won that charge start, so the Bulls will start an attack. We'll see what tactics they do, whether they change anything up from yesterday. They did have some aggressive play, trying to get back into both of their games. having two players on the inside, their captain, Anthony Barronson-Vui, loving to play on that inside. They're going to try and spread that defense and feed the ball through to him.
Zeke with the ball. Ball tried to pass it to Anthony, and it's a foul.
So they will retain possession in attack. Zeke just getting into position here. Anthony trying to create that space to get a little bit closer, try and get one or two less paddles between him and the goal. And the shot is in. Lovely goal there from the captain of the Bulls, Anthony Barronson-Vui. Commandos will look to try and counter-attack quickly, try and get back on the scoreboard here. Macha just taking the ball down the right-hand side, passing it back into the centre.
Passing to Mario.
Mario Cooper's there, passing it back to Alejandro Valls, back to Macha. Again, looking to draw those defenders out, but Bulls just sitting nice and tight at the moment. Commandos happy to wait. Now there's a bit of an opening there. Macha just seeing whether the shot's on. They've now got two inside, so they're going to try and see whether they can feed that ball in there. Mario working hard. Gets the ball in there to Igor. Has the shot, but it's blocked out for a corner. Nice goalkeeping there from the Bulls from Poe.
It was actually a really good shot as well. Looked away. And yeah, very sneaky. Poe was very onto it.
Commandos got another 60 seconds on that shot clock, so they're going to take their time. Alejandro just looking for that drive in. Bit of miscommunication there with him and Macha, but they've still got the ball. Alejandro just driving, trying to create some space. Gets the ball through to Igor. The shot's off, but blocked. It falls to Macha, but...
Bottom bar.
Looks like he did win a foul there, so they will get that shot.
Very unlucky from Igor. And they reset. Mario with the ball.
And that shot blocked. And the Bulls just managing to get that ball, so there will be a turnover there. Stivo just sending it down the left-hand side for Poe. They're looking to try and break quickly, but the Commandos getting back in time, so they decide to take their time. Geza Zux from Hungary just passing the ball over to that right-hand side.
To Stivo.
Stivo Hergele. Back to Zux.
Try from Poe.
Feeding it in the inside to their captain. And the shot is off the bar. I think there was a block in there as well. So nice goalkeeping from the Commandos. But nice pressure from the Bulls there. Just pressing the Commandos to go back over their own goal line. And they do win that corner.
It's good for Anthony. He unfortunately, the goal didn't go on. But he put the pressure on the ball. And forced him to take it out. And get the ball back for another 60 seconds.
Bulls just happy to play it around the outside for now. Now looking for a bit of a drive down the centre from Poe. Too many paddles in the way, so they send it back out. Yes. Gazer just taking it down the left-hand side now, trying to see if there's some space. The shot's off, but it's blocked. Probably a bit of a risky shot there. They might not have to have taken it, but they do win the corner.
Got Vladimir working on Igor, the two Russians, having a good battle. Vladimir's been to, I think this is his third season now, with the Bulls. And it's a good battle.
Ollie just taking that corner, trying to get in, find some space, and gets the shot, but it's blocked. It is out, so the Bulls will get another corner. A lot of attacking play here from the Bulls. Commandos just having to work really hard in defence, not getting any chance to get a bit of a break, get a bit of oxygen into those lungs.
Ollie taking the corner.
Gazer just not seeing anything there, sends it back to Ollie. Back out to Poe. Back to Ollie again. Anthony and Vladislav just working in the center there, trying to create some space. Now Poe does have some space on the right, feeds it into Vladislav. Is he going to try and get that shot off? Back out to Gazer. Ollie just coming down the center again. Bulls looking really comfortable with the ball at the moment.
And the shot clock resets.
So they do have an advantage from a foul there, so they will get another 60 seconds.
Cubby going in for the block with Gazer behind.
Oh, nice shot, but it is deflected. Again, Bulls, another 60 seconds. So we're halfway through this first half, and it's been all Bulls. And the Bulls have called a timeout, so both teams will have a minute. So I think Bulls are really going to have a chat about this. They've had all the ball, but haven't been able to put many goals in, so we'll be looking to try and see whether they can find a bit of space.
I think at the end of the day, they're still on offense. They're putting some nice shots up. Unfortunately they're not all going in, but they're still getting corners out of it.
Yep. Team captain Anthony there, just with some words for his team, making sure that they're making the most of this time that they have in possession.
I think for the Commandos, they'll really look to try keep the ball in play and try get a steal. They're playing some pretty good defense, but they're just getting a bit unfortunate. Most of the balls that are thrown are going to a corner. But I think if they play hard enough defense, they'll get a turnover.
All right, both teams getting ready to start play again. We did see the Bulls utilize their timeouts very well in previous games, scoring quickly after a timeout. So we'll see whether they can get another goal here. Bulls just playing a little bit more centrally, not having as much width, so I think they're trying to put a bit more pressure down that center, trying to find some weaknesses in this Commandos defense. And now the width is here. Anthony feeds the ball in. Oh, and the shot is blocked. Nice shot there from number 8, Vladislav Satarov. And Commandos really looking to try and counter-attack here with a fast break. A little bit of a loose pass there, but they still have the ball. Igor out on the left-hand side. Slowing it down a little bit now with Chua Shen from China.
I think they really want to work something here, take their time, make sure the inside guys are really set up before they run into something. Here it is, Alejandro, and the resets there.
Not long left on the clock though, so they are going to need to get a shot off quickly. Looks like coming down the left-hand side here, Mario. And the shot is in. Lovely goal there from number 8 for the Commandos, Mario Kupers of Germany.
He's done that a few times this tournament, where he comes in, gets under, doesn't really look like he's going to take a shot, and then boom.
Yeah, he's been really strong down that left-hand side. He's got 2 goals so far, and I'm sure he'll be getting a few more as the season progresses.
He's a very strong player for the Commandos, and would look to help lead this team.
And a bit of a wasteful turnover there with the Bulls losing the ball. Commandos getting back in possession. So Bulls aren't going to be happy with this. They spent a lot of time in attack and they just haven't been able to make it count.
Mario back on his side.
Ed Lart from Great Britain just working the ball around the outside. Now there's a drive down the centre from Chua Shen. Trying to get through, get it to Ed, through to Eagle. Looks like there's a foul there.
It's a goalie foul.
So Bulls will get the ball.
I think the Bulls will really look to set this one up. They just lost a pretty weak turnover last offense, so... Oh.
A lovely shot there from Stivo Hergele. Looking again, but there's a lot of paddles in the way, so he passes it off, and the shot is in. Lovely goal there from number 9, Geza Zux of Hungary. So the Bulls counter-attacking, getting one back in there. They're 2-1 up against the Commandos now. Commandos looking to start quickly. So the pace just increasing a little bit in the end of this half. 2.5 minutes to go. Alejandro just powering through himself. And the shot is blocked, so it will be a corner. Alejandro Valls from Spain having some very strong performances in his games yesterday, getting quite a few goals. Mario Coopers with the corner. Sending it out to Edlart. Across to Alejandro. Macho down the right hand side looking for the shot, but it's not there. His pass out is deflected, but Commando's working hard to keep the ball. Alejandro is pressed out into that corner though, so he has lost the ball. Excellent work again from the captain of the Bulls, Anthony, just making sure that he's setting a good example for his team with that strong work ethic.
Back in New Zealand would say that Anthony, that would be a cuppy smash moment where he would just monster a player. Great from him.
Yeah, nice work. Right, Stivo Hergele just looking to take his time. Bulls just work it along the outside. They still have another 30 seconds on that shot clock, so they're going to make this count. Bit of space down the centre, now over to the right hand side. Stivo again with that shot, and it's blocked. Has bounced favourably for Vladislav Satarov though, so Bulls do still have the ball. Over to the right hand side with Stivo, back again to the centre. Ollie over to Poe. Back on the right hand side again into the centre. Bulls just taking their time. Commandos with a strong defense there, so the inside players of the Bulls just not getting quite the space that they're looking for.
I think they're really going to look to run this. There's only 30 seconds left in the game clock.
That inside pass just bouncing off a shaft there, so Commandos with the ball. They will try and get this fast break though and try and get a goal right before half time. Ollie pressuring hard though, and there is a turnover, but we do have a brief timeout because there was a foul in there.
Yep, and it's a green card to number 3, Ollie.
So trying to block that pass, just not doing it by the rules. So Commandos do have the ball. 5 seconds left on the clock. But that shot is blocked, so they will have the corner.
And it will be final position of the game with 1 second.
And that is the first half of this game. So Bulls just in front, 2-1. Interesting first half there.
Yeah. It was a very, very close game. You know, the Commandos are coming out, you know, very strong defensive effort. They've let 2 goals slip in, but, you know, they're paddling hard.
Yeah, so very even game. Both teams not quite settled into this game just yet. They're not playing it how they want to play, so we'll see what the team talks have and who can make this second half count and take control of this game.
I think it is still a very, very close game. You know, anyone can win it at this stage.
All right, we're just about to start this second half. Thanks, Sammy, for the first half, but joining me now is the captain of the Blue Helmets, Jerry Mansner. Jerry, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine, thank you.
That's good. What do you think the two captains of this team are talking to their team about? So, very close first half, only one goal the difference. What are you saying to your team at this point?
It's a really tough game. I don't think they're gonna do a big changes. I don't believe so. I think they're gonna continue their own work. Both team has places to shot in the goal, and both work fine on defense. So, but I don't think they have a big changes coming.
We'll see how we go. Commandos winning that charge start, so they will start in possession. We'll see if they can get back on even playing early on in this half. So slight change there from the Commandos. Mario Coopers, number 8, working on the inside now. He was playing mainly on the outside for that first half, so bit of a change, trying to use his size and strength to their advantage to create some space. Igor, number 7, just getting the ball fed through, but the shot is blocked out for a corner. Very narrow angle there. Commandos do still have the ball.
Yeah, this is what the Commandos played in a practice game. Mario inside defense.
Matcher on the right hand side, just trying to swing that left arm in. Feeds the ball into Igor, but shot is blocked out to the sideline. Commandos just working hard on that right hand side, trying to overpower the defense. Alejandro getting through, but the shot is blocked again. So really strong work from the Bulls in defense here. Just sitting really nice and tight, not giving them any space. Seeing a strong fight here between the number 3 from the Bulls, Ollie, and the number 8 from the Commandos, Mario. Matcher just coming down that right hand side, but he does lose the ball. Zeke and Matcher just fighting for it, and Zeke does win the ball with a green card going to Matcher for a legal foul in there. Two minutes gone from this first half, no goals, still 2-1 to the Bulls. Bulls just bringing the ball up the field. Poe passing it over to the right hand side to Geza, and the shot is in. Excellent shot there from number 9, Geza Zooks from Hungary. So strong start from the Bulls there, after Commandos lost the ball. So they're 3-1 up now, 2-goal advantage. We'll see whether they can make the most of that, keep that for the rest of the game.
It looks so easy, pass, shoot, and
Alejandro just trying to find some space. Passes it across, and again to Matcher. Matcher scores that big round arm on the left-hand side. That's his trademark shot.
good passes inside the defense.
Bulls probably unhappy to concede quickly after scoring themselves. Slight mishap there from Poe. Matcher tries to pounce on it, but they do keep the ball. On the left-hand side with Shivo Hergele, back to Poe. Poe just driving down the centre a little bit. Back out to Ollie. Back through to Ollie. Ollie just driving in, trying to create some space, but shut down very quickly from number 9 Ed Lart, playing top for the Commandos in defense. Now Poe just driving the right hand side, create a bit of space to draw Mario to give a bit more room to Anthony, the centre. Across to the other side. and that pass is inaccurate, so Commandos do win the ball. Mario Cooper's just picking it up, sending Alejandro down that right hand side. He's got a lot of space, much a good pass, but the shot is blocked. Still in play though, Commandos do have the ball. Back to Alejandro, in through to Coopers. He's shut down very quickly from Ollie. Commandos decide to reset. They've still got 40 seconds on that shot clock, so they do have plenty of time in attack. Alejandro feeds it through to Ed Lart. He's asking for it back. Ed's trying to get it through to him, but a lovely block there from the Bulls. So Mario Cooper's just unlucky to not get that shot in. Did have a bit of space, but couldn't quite find it. Bulls starting to just put a little bit of pressure on those outside players. And Alejandro with a bit of space trying to get that shot off. Through too many paddles, so decides to take it back out to Mario. Mario sends it over to the right hand side to Macha. Macha decides to dribble and get a bit of a drive going through the center to Coopers. Back to Macha, he's going to try that round arm shot. No, he's going to send it back out again. Keep the possession. Alejandro just trying to see if there's anything there. Back out again to Coopers. Little mistake there when he's trying to get that shot off. And the shot is blocked.
The Commandos change again. Mario is playing outside again. Back to what they played in the first half.
Edlart just taking the corner here, wanting to take it quickly, get it into there to Alejandro. Just trying to see whether there's that space for the shot. But the shot is blocked. Alejandro just looking at the referee there. I think he thought that he had a foul, but they will have to settle for that corner. Alejandro just dribbling, bringing it in from the corner, sending it into the center to Ed Lart. He does lose the ball, so there is a turnover. Bulls do have possession. They are looking for that fast break, but it does not work with Macha from the Commandos pouncing on it. Looking for that long shot, seeing that the goal was open, but it sends it over. So Bulls do have the ball. Bit messy from both teams. And the Bulls have called a timeout. Stivo Hergele, number 4. So they're going to have a bit of a chat there. Bulls a bit unsuccessful after their first timeout in the first half, so they're going to try and make the most of this one. What do you think they're talking about there, Jerry?
I think they're defending now pretty long, so having a break is maybe good. Talk about the attack, they're leading by 1, so they need to calm down. One goal is not much, but it's enough to win the game. And the red ones want to win also, so they're going to give out the pressure. Maybe they prepare for that.
See both teams just making the most of this full minute to get some air back in those lungs. Some strong words there from the Bulls captain.
It'll be interesting to hear what they say.
I was fortunate to be with the Bulls for their pre-game talk, and they were making sure that they were calm with the ball, but wanting to have that energy and that pace in attack. They felt that their previous game, they're just a little bit too slow there, so they're wanting to kind of bring the pace up, make sure they have safe passes, but try and have a bit higher intensity on that attack. Vladimir just sending it over to Stivo. back to Vladimir. Back to Stivo, so they're just working the ball back and forth here, giving their inside players some time to create some space, and now they see a bit of an opening. So Vladimir just coming down the center, sending it to the right to Geza, who does have a bit of a shot through 2 paddles, but sends it over to Stivo, who's got some space in front of goal. He's got a big fake there, but the shot's not on, so over to the right to Geza. He's going to try that as well, but few too many paddles there. So nice work from the Commandos, just consolidating that
running
defense.
out, 5 seconds left.
Very short shot clock, so Anthony is going to take that long shot, and it is over the bar, so Commandos will have the ball and have a bit of time in attack now. Just under 3.5 minutes left of this game. The Bulls are leading by 1 goal still, so the Commandos do have to make the most of these few remaining minutes to try and get 1 goal to draw even, and then another one to try and get back on top and record another win. Unfortunate there, just losing the ball, so the Bulls will pounce on that. Geza just trying to see whether there's any option, but he is pressed from number 1 from the Commandos, Miklos. Again, more pressure from the Commandos, but the Bulls retaining possession. Now Stivo, Hergele just taking the ball down that right-hand side. Back over to Geza. Back to Stivo, so they're going to look to do a similar thing. Just giving those inside players some time, creating that space. Unfortunately, that pass is just a little too high, so Po unfortunate to get that. That is a turnover. Commandos do have the ball.
This must be really frustrating for the Bulls. They defend all the time, every time they attack, they just can't get anything done.
So very unfortunate there. They need to make sure that those passes are nice and accurate, otherwise all of that hard work in defense is just not going to pay off if they can't put the ball in the back of the net. They do have that 1 goal advantage though, so they will try and hold that for the last 2 minutes of this game. Bulls giving away a foul there, unfortunately, so there is going to be a shot option in front of goal. Igor Zandarov from Russia just coming in to try and take that, but no option, so sends it back out. Number 4, Alejandro, sending it across to Coopers. Coopers down the left-hand side, sends Igor, sends it back to Coopers. Now down the right-hand side to Alejandro, looking for that shot. Anthony trying to get that steal, but it is a foul. Mario Coopers just using his strength down the centre, he shoots, and it does go in. So lovely goal there from number 8, Mario Coopers, for the Commandos. That does bring it even, and there is 90 seconds left in this game, so both teams really going to look to try and pressure the other team to try and get that goal. Both teams really want this win to stay in close contention with the Hippos and the Wolves. Ball's just coming down that centre. Ollie with the shot, but it is blocked out for a corner. Just over a minute left. Bulls will want to use up this full shot clock. Give themselves as long as possible. As we saw yesterday, you only need 1 or 2 seconds with the leader Tigers scoring a goal after the buzzer. So Bulls going to make sure that they don't get punished there and keep the ball as long as possible. Ollie just coming down that right hand side, sending it into the centre so the captain Anthony has the shot, and it goes in. Excellent goal there from their captain, number 10, Anthony Barronson-Vanui. Commandos looking to break really quickly. Igor just not seeing anything on, just brings the ball back out. 35 seconds left on this clock. Alejandro driving down the centre, Sends it over to Egor. Egor's just got a little bit of space. Ball is loose and finds itself in the Bulls' hands, but there was a foul. So Commandos are going to get the ball. And Matcha gets that goal. So intense end to this game. Matcha scoring 4-4. 23 seconds left. So Bulls really, really wanting to get one last goal. Vladimir just loose ball there, but does manage to get it. Stivo with the shot. 5 seconds left. There's going to be one final shot.
All the rebounds back to Bulls.
Oh, and that's unfortunate, and that is full time. So we have our first draw for the season 1 of the 2019 CPSL. Bulls 4, Commandos 4. Intense end there, Jerry.
What?
That was a strong end to the game there.
Yeah, it was really, really tough end. Both teams scoring in the end.
Alright, and so coming up shortly, we're going to have the Wolves playing the Hippos. So both of these teams winning both their games yesterday, so this is going to be a very strong game, so we'll be with you shortly for that. And here we are with the second game almost about to get underway between the Kaiton Hippos and the Jaguars Wolves. Both teams giving some strong performances yesterday. Hippos having a very big win in their first game and a very close win in the second. Wolves beating the Bulls in their first game and then having an incredible performance against the leader Tigers in the second. So coming out on top for that one. Very strong performance in defense there. So it will be an interesting game to see how these two teams match up. Number 7 from Chinese Taipei, Mark Huang. Number 9 from Malaysia, Muhammad Adil bin Abu. And number 10 from Argentina, Nicolas Fase.
Now putting helmets on, starting the warm-up.
Our referees for the game, Chen Chenghua from Chinese Taipei. And Alan Winter from Wales will be our other referee. So both teams just one little brief warm-up and then a bit of a team chant, and we'll be getting this game underway. So Wolves very strong in the defense, Hippos very strong in attack. Be a very interesting game.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Don't know which team will win. I think it will be a tough game. Both playing hard, and we'll see.
So both teams just coming in for a little bit of a chat now. Their captains talking to both of the teams. What do you think they're talking about, Steve-O?
Yeah, I think they watched both teams, so they know where to look at. I think they will say which players are important, which are good shooters, which is goalkeeper. So yeah, try to find the easy spots in their defense. I'm getting ready.
Both teams lining up. No from the Hippos, number 7, Mark Huang from Chinese Taipei. Very fast sprinter. Looks like he is going to be taking the charge start for the Hippos again.
I think it will be Dario Stern from Switzerland with the Wolves to take the sprint.
Dario also very fast sprinter, so it'll be interesting to see who does win this sprint and get to start the game in the attack.
I'm off. Oh, it's a foul from number 7. He broke his pedal in the sprint. Yeah, Dario Stern he was in front of Mark Huang. You will see the replay.
Yeah,
I think his pedal came to both of the bodies and then it broke.
Yeah, so unfortunate there from Mark. He's given away a few fouls on the charge start, so I think he just needs to position his boat a little bit better. He'll be going to grab a spare paddle and hopefully joining in with this game shortly. Wolves in the attack. They'll enjoy that, putting the Hippos on the back foot, making them work in defense, tire them out a little bit to make their attack a little less lethal.
Yeah, just keep on passing. Look where the holes are in the defense.
Paul just sending the ball to the opposite side.
It's the first shot. No,
Sing, first shot
goal.
And great goal from
number 10 of the Wolves.
Su Sing from Chinese Taipei. Scored 2 excellent goals yesterday, including one over his head facing backwards.
But this one was also beautiful in the corner. Oh, and it's another shot, another goal.
Excellent answer there from Lucas Pillars.
Yeah, you have to look look to that guy. He can shoot. Yeah, that's his good shot outside of defense. And we're just 1 minute playing and already 1-1.
So Wolves just taking it down the left-hand side with Paul at the moment. They try and see whether he can draw that player and feed the ball inside.
Pass inside, but not good.
Not good. It does drop for Ivan. Ivan sends Cole on his way.
It's 1-1
Wolves
against
do
Andreas
have someone
Hoek.
back in defence, so Cole's going to see whether he can get it through,
Yeah.
and he does. Cole Hawkins from New Zealand, number 3 for the Hippos, does score and puts the Hippos 1 goal up, 2-1.
It's a really good fast break. A foul or a bad pass from, I think it was Paul, number 5 from the Wolves. And the Hippos, made a really good fast break with Cole Hawkins.
So Wolves just looking to get this game back on their terms.
And another shot from Andreas Hoek in first battle.
Nice blocks from the Hippos defence though, so they will take the ball up the other end into attack.
Now Cole on the right side, and a shot, been blocked, almost a corner.
Ball is still in play, so Hippos will continue in the attack. They do have the reset of the shot clock though, so they've got another 50 seconds or so. Ivan just looking to try and create some space. Cole now driving from the
Maybe
right hand
inside
side.
pass, yeah,
Feeds it into Miklos, but the shot is blocked.
deflected by the goalkeeper, but still Hippos got the ball. And just calm down.
Ivan just looking for some space, driving down the centre, just trying to feed it through to his inside players.
Yeah, that's a foul from Paul Suko, number 5 from the Wolves. Oh,
Though there has been another foul against, an illegal boat foul against the Hippos, so the Wolves now have the ball. They are looking to try and break quickly.
a really long shot from Dario, yeah, and it's in.
Lovely goal there from number 3, Dario Stern.
Yeah, great opportunity.
So Wolves making the most of a very small opportunity and getting that goal.
Also a fast playing from the Wolves. So they get the opportunity for a free shot without a keeper. It's a good one. And another shot.
Another shot
Blocked
from
by
Ivan,
number
but
10.
blocked. Wolves do have the ball. Currently with David McVeigh, gives it to Su Sing. Being pressured by 2 Hippos, but manages to get the ball out. Dario just sending it down the field. Paul working hard, but the ball is won back by number 5 for the Hippos, Ivan Debeli.
Another really good pass. Even saw his chance and took it. And now the Hippos back on attack. 6 minutes to play, still equal, 2-2.
Miklos just sending it to the other side to Ivan, just trying to find some space. Shoots it round the defender, but it is blocked, so the Wolves do have the ball.
Maybe another fast break. Now they calm down. Wait for the chance.
And Dario, the captain, really looking to get that attack moving straight away, trying to catch the Hippos out. Now the Hippos are back, they're going to look to take their time. They've still got another 35 seconds on the shot clock. Gets it through the centre to David McVeigh. The shot is blocked.
He saw his chance, but there were many paddles in front of it.
Good block from number 2 for the Hippos. Now Paul just bringing it in from the corner.
Maybe inside pass or a shot, and it's a goal.
Excellent goal there from number 5 for the Wolves, Paul Suko.
And again taking the lead, just by 1.
Unfortunate there, the defender, I think it was Cole Hawkins, getting a little deflection to put it past his own keeper's paddle.
Yeah, then you have no chance as a keeper.
Feeding the ball into the inside, the Hippos. Lucas is trying to get that shot off.
And
Oh,
it's on the
very
bottom
unfortunate. Off the bottom bar, and it is out for a goal line. So, turnover there, Wolves will have the ball.
Yeah, luckily for the Wolves it was the bottom bar. But there was a really good chance for the Hippos to make it equal. Now maybe they can make the lead to 4-2. Ooh, not a really good pass from Polo.
Andreas Hug manages to cover it, sends it to his compatriot, Dario.
And it's in. A really good shot.
Excellent work there from the Swiss duo, passing it back and forth a few times, and then Andreas Hug, number 11, just scoring that goal in that bottom corner. Wolves are going to be very happy with that. You can see their facial expressions, just letting the Hippos know that they're playing this game on their terms. Hippos just needing that little bit extra to try and find some space, settle into their rhythm, feeding the ball into the inside to Lucas Pilar, and he does get the goal.
No, it was on the other side of the goal.
Oh no, my mistake.
On the bottom side of the bar.
So it is a Wolves ball. Score is 4-2. Andreas just putting it into the centre to Paul. Suko just sending it back to Stern. Stern back to Suko. Back to Stern again. Looking to distract the defenders with that fake shot. Back out again.
It's new 60 on the clock. It was a foul. I think they blocked him outside of the defense, outside 6 meters. And now it's the Hippos again with the ball.
So
with a line throw.
3 minutes left in this game, so Hippos 2 goals down, really looking to...
Good steal.
Yeah, really looking to make the most of it, but that pass was very poor. So now the Wolves are going to try and make them pay.
3 against 1 or 2. What is it? Can't really see it. Oh, it's a goal line throw.
So they've called a goal line throw, so the Hippos will have the ball. Bit of confusion there as Andreas from the Wolves thinks that it is a corner.
Yeah, they had to win it with 3 against 2 players. And oh, it's a great goal.
Excellent goal there from number 5, Ivan Debelye from Russia.
Throwing over his head. No chance for the keeper, David McBride.
Wolves still 1 goal up. They're going to be wanting to go into this halftime break with that goal advantage.
Two minutes, 20 seconds to go. With Dario Stan, and it's another goal. Nice in the upper corner. And they lead with 2 goals now.
So 5 goals to 3. They've got that 2 goal advantage back again. Excellent shot there, as you can see. At far side. Keeper gets a little bit to it, but doesn't quite make it. Hippos immediately down that other end. Loose pass there, but the Wolves are looking to stay in a bit. Big drive up the right hand side. They find the pass, looking for the shot.
Inside pass.
Inside
goal.
pass.
And another goal.
Excellent goal there. Number 3. Cole Hawkins.
They're really close to each other, those 2 teams. Every time they lead with 2 goals, the Wolves, the Hippos will score again. I think it will be a tough game in the second half.
Very evenly matched teams here. Got a very good game on our hands. Wolves just moving it around the outside. Hippos working hard in defense, keeping the Wolves out. Andreas just finding some space. Being a bit of a tussle there, but he does win the foul. And the shot is off the bar, but it has bounced favourably for the Wolves, so they do still have the ball. Out to the left to Dario Stern, back to David McVeigh. Back over to Stern, back to McVeigh. Over to the right-hand side, Su Sing. Back to McVeigh, so they're just working that ball on the outside, waiting for an opening.
Just 1 minute under the main clock. 30 seconds on the shot clock. We have to make one more shot before the first half ends. Looking for one good opportunity.
Hippos very fast to close down that space that Dario Stern's trying to drive into.
They have to throw really soon. It's just 5 seconds on the clock, on the shot clock. And there's the shot clock ending. So it's the ball for the Hippos. Maybe one more chance to make a goal. A long shot. And no, couldn't even make the goal.
So that is the first half concluded. So the Wolves 1 goal ahead with 5 goals to the Hippos 4. Very strong performance from both teams, but the Wolves looking to keep that form for their previous game against the Tigers. Just really strong, gritty defense and just playing the game on their terms. Hippos very fast in attack, some very strong shots and goals from number 5 Ivan Debelli, but just not quite settling into that game.
Yeah, the Wolves are looking for the 3rd game in this weekend.
推进大交通建设，统领。
Maybe they will win it. It's just 1 goal, but everything can happen in the second half. Hippos will try to win.
Alright, so we'll be back shortly. We've got a few minutes break, a few highlights, and then we'll be with you for the second half. Alright, just under a minute before we get this second half underway. Joining me for the second half, returning to the commentator's box, Ed Lart. Ed, how you doing?
Yeah, a bit frustrated after that game. We wanted to win, but we'll take a draw. I think it was a good game for us. We worked really hard to bring it back. Yeah, I think it was a really good game.
Yeah, it was a good game to watch. Both teams fighting to the end, trying to get that win, but both having to settle for that 1 point.
But I think this puts us in 4th position in the group, so this is good for us.
Both these teams fighting out for first position, so we'll see how we go with that charge start.
And Dario have won the ball.
Dario Stern winning it again.
Wolves really just want to take their chances now and keep the ball with a 1-goal lead here. Andreas Hogg working very hard on the right side. A lovely screen.
Su Sing just getting it into the inside.
Hippos.
But shot is blocked. Falls to the Hippos. So Hippos now in attack. Bit of pressure there from the Wolves on the way up the field. Both number 5s fighting. Ivan passes it back into the center. Hippos just setting up an attack now. Balls with Cole Hawkins. Trying to find some
Unable
space.
to get it into the zone.
Miklos Timar just taking a quick dribble there. Drawing a player, trying to create some space. Feeds the ball back out again. Ivan's just on the outside there. Cole Hawkins. Ooh, strong shot, and it's a goal.
Dave really should have saved that one. It got a blade to it.
So that's really unfortunate there. Number 11 for the Wolves. Andreas Hug just with that deflection
And this
over the top of David McVeigh's paddle. So really unlucky there. 5 goals each.
And this ties the game.
Wolves just happy with the same attacking structure. Darius Stern just in that centre role, feeding the ball left and right, waiting for that gap to drive through. Andreas Hug just trying to feed the ball into Tu Sing. And back to Andreas, he's got that shot option, he's looking at it. Quick slip of the ball. Cole Hawkins working hard to win it, but falls
lovely
to Tu
pressure
Sing.
by Ivan.
Hippos just pressing out now.
Yeah, with 15 seconds left on the clock, that's what you need to do. On Hippos have won the ball back.
Excellent work there from number 3, Cole Hawkins.
Oh, lovely ball through. Oh, and what a beautiful finish. Bottom left corner.
Excellent goal there for number 1 for the Hippos, Mikros Timar. Darius Stern, captain of the Wolves there, just showing a little bit of frustration. They're only 1 goal down though. Still in this game. Cesari.
Oh, and off the bottom bar.
To go over to Stern. Stern to Singh.
Looking for the ball inside.
Cesari
A nice
puts it to
shot by
McVeigh.
David McVeigh.
The base shot is wide. David sending the ball out again. Oh, unlucky
and off the
from
bar.
Dario there. Does fall to Mark Huang. Does manage to hold it and sends Hippos on a strong counter-attack.
Oh,
Unfortunate there from Cole Hawkins, just putting the ball slightly to the left of Lucas Pillars. So it is a turnover. Wolves will get the ball. Darius Stern just looking for that pass. Sends it across to Andreas. Andreas back to Stern. On the left hand side with Paul Suko. Back to Stern. Got Paul driving on that left hand side. Lovely screen there from Andreas. But the shot is blocked out for a corner. They will have the reset of that shot clock though, so they have another 60 seconds in attack.
Yeah, at this point, Wolves really need to score again to be back in the game.
Excellent screen there. And
Oh, and a very good goal by
strong
Andreas
goal
Hood.
there. Brings it, scores a level, 6 goals each. Mark and Ivan just passing the ball back and forth, waiting for that space to open up. Mark now with a bit of a drive, keeps the ball, sends it back to Ivan. Ball's on the left-hand side now, trying to feed it through to number 2. Sends it back over the other side. Mark Huang with a shot, and it's blocked out for a corner.
I think he just tips it onto the line.
I know, do believe that it took another deflection, so it is a Wolves ball.
Really now both teams can just take it slow and work one attack each minute.
Less than 5 minutes to go in this game. Both teams looking for that win to take them top of the table. Stern with a strong drive down the centre, puts the ball to the left, but a strong block from the Hippos there, so it will be a corner for the Wolves. Paul Suko just taking a dribble, switching the play, but risky pass, and Ivan Debelli does steal the ball, so it is a turnover with the Hippos winning it. Again, they're looking for that fast break. Miklos sending it across, but slightly loose pass. Mark Huang does have it, but he's facing the wrong way. Sends it back out again. So Hippo slowing it down, just taking their time. They got another 35 seconds on that shot clock.
Maybe one of the teams will call a timeout in a minute just to discuss what they're going to do if they don't get another goal. Oh, he knows he should have had that.
Hippos not using their timeouts efficiently, but they have called a timeout now, so both teams will get together for the quick discussion before the last few minutes of this game.
Really, both teams just need to keep working through the attacks. There've been some really nice saves, some really nice goals in this game. You can see the Wolves are tired.
David McBay, goalkeeper for the Wolves, just a few instructions to his team. Substitutes will work their way off the field and play will resume. Both teams getting a little bit of a breather.
Yeah, that's what it's really good for in CPSL, just taking that extra minute to have a rest during a game.
Miklos just taking a dribble on that corner, trying to create some space. Mark Huang, back to Miklos. Sends it over to the left-hand side to Ivan. Mark's just driving down the
really
centre,
big
trying
gap.
to find it. Feeds it into
They find
Lucas.
a goal. Oh, and a very good block.
Ball still with the Hippos, so still looking again to attack. Miklos driving down that right-hand side. Looking to try and feed the ball into the inside, but sends it back out to Ivan. Ivan sending Mark Huang on the left-hand side. Mark's pumping to try and shoot, and he feeds it into Lucas. He's going to look at that shot,
Oh,
and it
no look
is,
shot.
it is
And it
out.
goes out for a goal line throw.
So that no-look shot just going slightly wide. It's always a risky shot, not quite eyeing in that target, but Wolves will have the ball. They do have the 60 seconds on the shot clock. Under 3 minutes left now.
Sometimes if nothing is working, you have to try something different.
Stern seeing a bit of space, driving down the centre.
And a nice no-look pass to Andreas, but back out.
Paul just taking that left-hand side.
Oh, and a very good goal by Dario Stern.
Excellent goal there. So just catching the goalkeeper, just concentrating on the players. So just off that bottom bar. Hippos have 2 minutes left to try and get back on even playing terms and try and even get another goal to win this game.
Really, you want to be first in the group, so in the next round you can have the easiest out of the four.
So Ivan just winning that foul there. He will get a shooting option in front of goal. Wolves looking to get as many paddles in between him as the goal as possible. Feeds it over to number 9, and the shot is off that bottom bar.
Paul wins the ball. Now really, the Wolves just could hold on to this. A silly mistake.
Silly mistake there. And it looks like it may be punished with Ivan coming up that right-hand side.
Nothing on really.
Wolves getting everyone back in defence quickly.
Really, the Hippos want to score the next goal so they can be back in.
Wolves just tightening up that defence, not giving the Hippos any option. Cole Hawkins sending it
down the
over
outside.
Ivan looking for that shot.
And off the bar.
It is deflected.
But still have the ball.
Hippos do still have it.
But only 48 seconds left on the clock.
They get it back
they really
inside
need the goal
again.
here.
Oh, very...
It goes out for a corner.
Excellent block there on that pass back. Really big deflection there that nearly went in, so very fortunate there, the Wolves. Ivan taking the corner, dribbling again to draw that player on the left-hand side.
Oh, and the Wolves really just need to hold on to it here.
Andreas, great block. Wolves just waiting
really
to hold on to it.
Really, the Hippos need to be going 5 out here.
Su Singh just racing down that left-hand side, just trying to get the ball as far away as possible. It is a one-on-one at goal now. And Paul scores. Excellent goal. So with 16 seconds left, the Wolves take a 2-goal lead. So it looks like they have got the win from this game.
And Paul just showing how much it means there.
Only a few seconds left. Hippos will see whether they can get one back. Mark Huang just feeding it across or taking the shot. It is deflected. And that is
very happy with that result.
Time.
Top of the group.
So excellent performance there from the Wolves. Beating the Hippos and the Tigers yesterday. So they will go top of the table with 3 wins out of 3 games. Strong defensive performance, excellent goals from their captain Dario Stern and from the number 5 Paul Suko. Good performance from the Hippos as well, but they just didn't quite find their rhythm in that game.
Yeah, they don't look as close as they've been in the other games to each other, but a great performance from both teams.
They only have, each team only has the 1 game today, so They will be very happy that they finished the weekend on a win, the Wolves. We'll have a fair few training sessions this week before the competition resumes next weekend, so both teams looking to work and improve on some aspects of their gameplay and strengthen others. We do have one more game coming up to finish off today for the leader Tigers taking on the Yonhan Blue Helmets. Blue Helmets still yet to record a win.
Yeah, if they want to have a better opportunity in this competition, they need to win this game.
Yeah, so players will be exiting the field and the next game will be underway shortly, so we'll be back with you in a few minutes for the final game for this weekend. And we're back for the final game of today's draw, seeing the leader Tigers taking on the Yonhan Blue Helmets. Tigers having a very strong win in their first game, but going down to the Wolves in their second yesterday. Blue Helmets having a disappointing first game against the Hippos, a stronger game in their second game, but still recording 2 losses yesterday, so they're going to be looking for their first win today. Both teams lining up here for the introductions of the players. Number 1 for the Blue Helmets from France, David Blayo. Number 2 from Namibia, Michael Christian Jacobi. Number 3 from France, Valentin Gori. Number 5 from Lithuania, Lukas Kudaba. Number 6 from Germany, Patrick Lawrence. Number 7 from Singapore, Lee Sing Fu. Number 9 from Spain, Ivan Hoyo Fuentes. And the captain for the Blue Helmets, number 12 from Finland, Jerry Mansner. Number 1 for the Leader Tigers from Australia, Adam Hoffmeyer. Number 2 from Russia, Vladislav Skomorokov. Number 3 from Chinese Taipei, Wei Chen Cao. Number 5 from Belgium, Sander van Kauwenbeheer. Number 6 from Namibia, Johan Peter Visser. Number 7 and the captain of the Tigers from New Zealand, Sam Hapeta. And number 11 from Germany, Tim Rieke. Our referees for this game, Alan Winter from Wales and Evan Kong from Singapore. Joining me in the commentary, captain of the Bulls and fellow New Zealander. How are you, Anthony?
Not too bad, yourself?
I'm good. What are your thoughts? Firstly, how was your game? How did you feel? Unlucky
good.
with the draw there?
Unlucky with the draw. We probably should have been a bit more composed in the last minute. And, yeah, a little bit not composed. Just probably lost it. But the draw's better than loss, so...
Yep.
We had the intensity, just couldn't finish. So, never mind. How have you been sitting in this box?
Oh, it's been good. We've had some entertaining games.
Yeah,
Draw with a close finish. The last game, the Wolves coming out just at the end to win by 2 goals. It should be an interesting game here. Blue Helmets really looking for that win.
Yes.
Tigers looking to bounce back from that loss to the Wolves in their last game.
Indeed. I can really feel for the Blue Helmets. We were in the same position looking for the win. Didn't quite get it, but intensity was good. From what it looks like from them warming up, they seem pretty intent on getting W in the column.
Yes, they're going to be very focused. Taken a lot of shots. Patrick Lawrence for the Blue Helmets, just currently leading the scoring with 6 goals. So you're going to try and feed the ball through to him a little bit more.
Overall leading scoring, is it?
Yes.
6 goals.
From yesterday. A few more scored today, so it will have changed. Most likely, Ivan Debelia might be up top. Tigers with a strong defense. Adam Hoffmeyer, their goalkeeper, leading with the most saves. He's had 12 saves yesterday. And both Tim Rieke and Sammy, both Sammy's got 7 blocks, Tim's got 6.
Intensity just dropping a bit there from the Blues.
Yep, they're coming in for their chats.
I know for a fact I room with Sammy in our hotel, so I know that he's looking for a real pumped up win, so it'll be interesting to see how they come back today.
Yes, it will. I think both teams will be looking to start this game with a lot of aggression and a lot of pace.
Indeed, indeed. think Blue Helmets are just really waiting for their team to gel. As we saw with the White Wolves, once their team gelled, I had a conversation with the goalkeeper of the Wolves at breakfast this morning. I asked the question, what did you change? And he said really nothing. It just, the team come together, so he couldn't pinpoint exactly how it happened, but here they are now with 3 wins at top of the table, I think.
Yes, they are. So we're just lining up for the charge starts here. And away we go.
Oh, nice even.
And the charge start is
Sammy, a little bit lazy there.
So unfortunate turnover. The Blue Helmets looking to make it count, but the Tigers do win the ball back. So Tigers will start with the first main attack. And the
nice
first goal, lovely goal there from number 2, Vladislav Skomarikov.
He's got a lovely shot, hasn't he?
He does.
Nice quick release. He'll be up there in the scores, wouldn't he?
Yes, he scored. That's his 5th goal so far for this season. He's also got 4 assists as well, so real playmaker in that team, stepping up alongside the other strong players in the Tigers. Ball's on the inside there with Jane Manster, and
nice
it's deflected just over for that corner.
Semi Harpster. Interesting to see if Yellow can have their intensity still.
Ivan just taking a dribble on that corner, trying to find some space, but he loses the ball, so there's a loose, unnecessary turnover there that the Tigers are going to make the most of. So they are racing down the field. Ball is currently with Tim, back to Sammy. Sammy's looking for that shot, but it feeds it over to Sander.
Oh,
and
nice
the shot is off the bottom bar, so unlucky there from Van Kambu here. Now the Blue Helmets do have 3 up, so they are going to try and see whether they can make the most of this. Oh, and great vision there from Adam Hoffmeyer, just coming out of goal to intercept that pass.
Now the Blue are in trouble, big trouble.
So Sammy's just looking for that shot, but it is deflected. Nice work there from Michael Christensen Jacoby.
I must give you kudos. Your memory of all the names and all the players is really good, Jade.
Thank you very much, Anthony. Only had a couple of days' notice, so
I'm
it took me
doing
quite
way
a
better
while.
than I am.
Right, Van Kambu here just coming down that left-hand side. The shot is blocked. It is out for a corner as well. So unlucky there from Lucas Godaba, number 5 for the Blue Helmets, just unable to keep it in. He's got a strong job on that right-hand side in defence, working against Tim Rike. And Adam sends the ball through to Vladislav, but it is blocked by that top player, number 3, Valentin Gori of the Blue Helmets. But unfortunately, yeah, Adam has given away the foul there, just reaching over the boat.
Doesn't agree at all. This is the stage where the Tigers were yesterday. They're up by 1. They get a little bit frazzled, then Blue Helmets may be able to do something similar to that, like the Wolves did yesterday.
Number 6, Patrick Lawrence, just trying to get in, and he does win that foul. So we'll have a shooting option there, that really strong left arm. So
it's unnecessary, that foul. That's just cardable, really.
And there is a turnover, so Tigers do have the ball and looking to pounce on it quickly.
Sammy's long shot is a miss.
So Blue Helmets in possession at their own goal line. They're going to bring the ball up. They'll have the full 60 seconds of the shot clock. Tim just blocking Patrick out there. Patrick sending it over to the other side. Now it's with Mansner. Feeding it onto the inside. And Kudaba does have it. The shot is blocked out for a corner.
Nice option there, a good feed from whoever it was. I couldn't quite catch the number.
Number 7, Lee Sing Fu.
Still too many pedals in the air.
So Patrick Lawrence just taking a dribble here. Tigers with a tight 2-2 defense, so Blue Helmets just working the ball around, trying to use that width to spread the defense open a bit. Now Patrick driving down the right hand side, bit of a fumble, and it is caught by number 11, Tim Rike for the Tigers. Adam lobs it over back to Tim. Blue Helmets dropping to defense, so the Tigers will have to be able to bring the ball up on their own terms. Tim driving down the center, trying to feed the ball over to Sammy. Sammy does get the ball, but there is a foul in there.
The rules do state that you can't really pedal with the ball on your deck or boat, but holding it on your deck, not quite sure why they don't pick up having it controlled on your deck is still the same thing. Paul dribble there, 4 by 12.
Big mistake there from Captain Mansner, but he'll look to get back and redeem himself, trying to get the block in, slow that transitional play. Tigers are very fast on that counter attack, so Blue Helmets really going to make sure that they get back in time and cover that goal. Hoffmeyer just giving it to Hapta. Van Kamber here takes the shot, but it is deflected. There was a touch though, so it will be out for a corner. Hoffmeyer's feeding it through to Hapeta.
Nice little touch there by Blue.
Nice deflection there, back out, so Blue Helmets will have some time to reset their defense. Tim just taking his time on that left. Now he's looking at that drive.
Blue working nice on defense there. Oh, that's a nice shot.
Another goal to number 2 for the Tigers, Vladislav Skomarikov. So that's 2 goals this game.
Just a nice release point there, isn't it?
Great work from the Tigers attack to give him that space as well. So Tigers 2 goals up, Blue Helmets yet to score. Won't be the start that they wanted, but there's still plenty of time to change the scoreline and get back into this game. Ivan just sending the ball to the other side to Lawrence. Lawrence giving it to Blayo. Blayo feeding it through to Mansner. Mansner takes the shot, but it is deflected out.
Nice composed shot there by him. Everyone seems to be taking a breather now while we get set up for the corner.
Number 12 for the Blue Helmets, Mansner just trying to create some space. Lee Sing-fu takes the corner. Blue Helmets working around the outside. Now Blayo sees a space down the middle, trying to feed it through, sends it over to Mansner. And there is a illegal boat foul there, so Tigers do get the ball. Hoffmeyer with the
illegal restart was blocked on Adam, which will just about be a card.
So yeah, we do have a foul there. So it was a foul against the blue team, just blocking Hoffmeyer restarting that ball. The ball does have to travel a metre Tigers will attack with it. And they have won another foul. So Blue Helmets just giving away a few too many fouls here. They really have to get on top of that because the Tigers will use it to their advantage. And they have
GPS.
And they have given the penalty. So the shot was blocked illegally by the paddle. So Tim Rique will get that penalty shot. For those that are tuning in today that didn't watch any of the games yesterday, we do have a few rule changes. So the penalty for CPSL is a hockey-style penalty where the attacker will start from halfway. They will have 10 seconds to paddle forwards and get their shot away. The goalkeeper has to stay on the goal line. So the
ball
shot
should be in play now.
Yep, so the shot bounced off the bar, play resumes.
Timeout called.
And a timeout has been called.
I'm not quite sure if that's correct.
The players have been told that that timeout should only be called when the ball is not in play. So I think there is a little bit of confusion here. So the referees are just signalling that yes, they have to continue with play. This will not be a timeout because after the penalty shot is given, if the ball is still in play, then play resumes. It is not a stoppage.
The ball must be dead. The ball
Yes.
is not dead.
Timeouts for CPSL, the ball has to be dead and in your possession. So Blue Helmets just on the attack here.
Nice block there by Adam there. Easy one really.
Yeah, Valentin just coming down that left-hand side, but it is a tight angle. Very easy for the keeper to be on top of that. Now the switch of play down to the other side to Ivan.
Feed middle hopefully. Oh.
So he's managed to get it through, but the ball has gone out, so it will be an end ball for the Tigers. Blue Helmets just moving to a chasing 2, trying to put a little bit more pressure on the Tigers out, and it looks to be almost paying off with Tigers have to be playing back, but Adam has won that foul.
Blue Helmets had the ball from what we could see, but I think it was a poor pass straight to yellow. Adam taking the ball up, nice and slow, waiting for their offensive to do something.
JP just going down that right hand side trying to find some space. Hoffmeyer winning another foul, so Blue Helmets really giving away far too many fouls.
Shows you that they want it though.
And the shot from Tim is blocked. Great goalkeeping there from the Blue Helmets number 2, Michael Christian Jacobi. Hoffmeyer just looking to set up the play again. Driving over to the right hand side, feeds the ball over to Sammy, but he's not looking. Tim does pick it up, but the shot is blocked. Patrick Lawrence does send it on. We do have a fast break, so Valentin is racing forwards. Adam's trying to get him, but the goal is scored. Great goal there from a fast break for number 3 for the Blue Helmets, Valentin Gori. Unlucky from Hoffmeyer, he nearly got back in time.
That might give the Blue Helmets what they need, just a bit of more encouragement to you can see their intensity just lifted there a bit. You can smell it slightly.
Yes, they'll be very happy with that play. I spoke to their captain before the game, and he said that they needed to be a little bit faster on those transitions. They're just taking a little bit too much time, and so they're going to be very happy that they did get that fast break.
Oh, there is a foul on blue.
Yep, so Tim just giving away that foul there, so Blue Helmets will attack with the ball.
Last minute of the first half. Cheeky
So
little shot there.
Patrick Lawrence just seeing Adam slightly out of goal, trying to catch him off guard. They have won the corner. And they have called a timeout. So Blue Helmets have got their timeout for the half. With just under a minute left of this game. Well, this half. So they're really going to be looking to make the most of this 56 seconds that they have left.
Did the other teams in the second game use their timeouts?
Not as many. I think there was one or two, but I think that players are still getting used to having the option of that timeout.
I mean, I used both of mine, but before you know it, the half's nearly finished, and you kind of...
Yes. Yep. Some passionate words from Patrick and Ivan for the Blue Helmets, just discussing their plan of attack for this last minute of the half.
Nearly underway again. 2-1, 56 seconds of the half left.
Tigers still sticking with that 2-2 defense. And unfortunately that goal does not stand. So there was an illegal boat tackle first. They did touch the keeper before the goal was scored, so it does not count. Van Kamba here with the ball here, sending it across to the left hand side to Rike. Into the centre to Hoffmeyer.
Yellow will wind the clock down.
So they'll look to hold on to this as long as possible. They'll like to go into the half-time break a goal up or 2 goals up, so they'll really take all the time they can. Van Kamba here back to Hoffmeyer. Hoffmeyer sending Skomaratov down that left-hand side. He scored 2 already, so his confidence will be up, but he sends it back out. Now it's with Kamba here again. Over to the left-hand side. Hoffmeyer's driving in the centre.
Oh, unlucky bars.
Oh,
semi.
Excellent goal there.
Yes, goal. Oh, no, under.
No, that was under.
That was under, was no goal.
So yes, they have just corrected that.
Went
And
under.
we do, yeah, so a little bit of confusion there, but the half has ended.
Score is 2-1 to the Yellow Tigers. It looked good, but on replay you could see it shoot in the drop-down hole in the bottom of the net.
Yeah. Excellent shot just before it from Vladislav, bouncing off both bars. So very unlucky not to go in there.
Indeed, so the Blue Helmets will be really keen to come out firing, so we see what they...
Yeah, not the first half that they wanted, but there's still another 10 minutes in this game, so they're really wanting to be making the most of it.
Indeed.
And we're back for the second half, so both teams are lined up ready to go, and joining me for commentary for this half and the end of today's competition is JWowl's Wolves, David McVeigh.
So it looks like we've got Sander here going up against Valentin in the sprint. Oh, has that been... No foul called there, but Sander receives the ball anyway. So the Tigers get the opportunity to cement themselves into this game. They have quite a few chances in that first half to put this game away, well, at least a little bit further out of the reach of the Blues earlier on. There was obviously that penalty that wasn't converted and an open goal shot as well that was looped over the top. So a little bit of inaccuracy from the Tigers in this game.
Hoffmeyer just driving down the centre there. Looks for the shot. Still have the ball. Van Kamba here just sending it back out again.
Oh, great pass to the inside there to the favoured left hand of Sammy.
Oh, and the shot is blocked. They do have the corner, and we do have a correction on the scoreboard. So the score is 2-1.
So this game, everything is still to play for. Those missed chances where the Tigers could really hurt them. If the Yonghwa Blue Helmets get back in this game and one more goal, this game will be on a knife edge.
Hoffmeyer seeing the charge down the other side from Vladislav, but pass isn't available with Lucas Kodaba, number 5 for the Blue Helmets, just ready to go. So the Blue Helmets have, looks like they are switching out, being a little bit more aggressive in their defence, just trying to win that ball back.
How's that been called? Timeout's been called here. Goal line throw it is. The referee's in agreement that there was no foul there. That's twice in quick succession that the Tigers have managed to get the ball inside. They didn't actually manage to get it into the middle that often in the first half, so maybe this slightly more aggressive approach from the Blue Helmets is leading to more space on the inside there, but got away with it, and they get their opportunity to get this goal and get back into the game.
Strong shot there from Patrick Lawrence, number 6, but it is blocked.
Timeout call here.
So the referees have called a brief pause.
Player's back on there. Not entirely sure why play was stopped. Maybe another ball on the pitch.
So Blue Helmet still in attack here. Lawrence and Blair on the outside.
3 inside at the moment, but they just spotted that. Another man coming back out.
Valentin Gori on that left, just having a bit of a charge, just seeing if there's anything there, sending the ball back out, but it is deflected and it is out for a goal line, so Tigers do have the ball.
The long shot is on here if he wants to take it. Is he going to risk it? He does it. Oh, off the bar, that's 2 not taken in the game from the same player. That one,
very unfortunate there.
That one was further out, harder than the last one. You simply have to convert those opportunities.
Patrick Lawrence racing down that right-hand side. Sends the ball over to the left hand to his captain. Master's just driving in now, looking for a shot option.
For the pass inside Division 1, so he takes it himself. Great finish.
Lovely goal there from the captain, number 12, Jerry Mansner from Finland.
That shot really was his last resort, but still managed to get it round 3 sets of paddles and into the top right-hand corner. That's a great finish.
Blue Helmets have drawn level, so it is 2 goals each.
Just the card being given out for an earlier foul there, so play will resume.
So 7 minutes left of this game. Both teams looking for a win.
This game's following quite a similar pattern to that first game of the day. The Bulls up against the Commandos. Bulls were expected to maybe take a lead in that game and just hold on to it. But Commandos stuck with them all the way, and the Blue Helmets are doing the same thing here. So just those first round of games that were quite one-directional against the Tigers and the Hippos. Teams are starting to tighten up a bit more.
Hoffmeyer just driving down to the left-hand side. Nice screen there from Vladislav.
Oh, it was a good shot, but it's missed. Just got his boat turned away a little bit more at the last second and ends up coming off the left-hand side of the bar as a result. So we needed to take that. Maybe a little bit of frustration creeping into the game for the Tigers. They'll know that they've had the opportunities to be 3-4 goals up in this game in comparison and not quite taken them so far.
Yeah, yes, and the players will know that. We saw that when they played you yesterday, David, that they got very frustrated when their shots weren't going in, and you were able to really just get in the gritty defense. And there is another goal. So number 9, Ivan Hoyofuentes.
So that's against the run of play, and Tigers are going to take this opportunity for a timeout, it seems. I think there's just being a card given by the referee, or he's consulting the table. Maybe just checking the score, but no, there is a card being given. Green card is given. So that's a green card for Tim Reek there, I think.
So, a little bit of confusion. The referee's communicating to the players. So the time has been stopped by the referees, but the time for the timeout has not started yet. So they're just sorting this out, and then the Tigers' timeout will take effect.
So there's a few things going on here. I think that green card may be the second for Tim in the game. Referees are discussing with the table. One referee certainly thinks so, but the table clearly doesn't have him down as more than one green card. Oh, do they? Things could be about to go from bad to worse here, and they have.
So number 1 for the Tigers.
So
and now the timeout is in effect, so both teams will get together for their chat.
So we certain know that it's Adam who got that yellow card, number 1.
We will confirm that for you as quickly as possible, but it does look like the Tigers will be playing with 4 men for the full 2 minutes. Remember that there are no power plays in CPSL. Every yellow card is a full 2 minutes.
So that is a big swing in this game. 2-1 up for most of the game. The Tigers concede a goal to go 3-2 down, and then immediately in the same play receive a yellow card. So they've got 5 and just under 6 minutes left in this game, and they've got to play a third of that with 4 men and manage to hold the Blues out. They've got to keep attacking though. They can't afford not to use this time, so it'll be interesting to see how they play. And it does look like it was number 11, Tim Reek, who received the yellow card there. So arguably one of their strongest players off the pitch for the Tigers too. Up to Sammy, who's playing anchor up the top there. There is a man in goal as well with the extra man, so you won't see him shooting over the top of this player.
Blue Helmets would have had a good... Oh, unlucky there on that bottom bar. So Blue Helmets with the are looking to make the most of this.
That was a great pass inside there. I didn't expect him to give that ball, but it just fell in the right place, managed to get the shot away, but off the bar.
So Tigers with possession, they're going to try and soak up as much time as possible.
They're doing a very good job with only 4 people here. Oh, Sander gets the shot away.
It is blocked, but it will fall kindly for him, so he still has the ball. Adam Hoffmeyer just driving in, and the shot is deflected.
There's a lot more pace on the game for the Tigers here. There might be only 4 of them, but they are hitting these runs a lot harder than they have at any other point in the game. Probably partially just to escape from the player who's on them, but they need to carry this speed when they get back to 5 because they are making gaps.
So they're working nicely, creating screens for each other. The Blue Helmets really do have to work a bit harder. They should be making the most of these 2 minutes to get back into this game. They are 1 up, but not anymore, with Sami Hapeta just equalising there and scoring that goal.
I mean, 4 players on the pitch. Sami is the real threat on this team with that left hand. That's through 3 players. 3 players with their paddles up. At least one of those players should be turning him away from the goal. And that's lax from the Blue Helmets. You can understand why they went 4 out. Oh, brilliant shot.
Excellent goal there from number 9 for the Blue Helmets, Ivan Hoyer-Fuentes.
Just caught the Tigers napping. Still time left on this yellow card, so this yellow card period hasn't been the end of the world for the Tigers. 1 conceded and 1 scored. The Blue Helmets will be unhappy with that. They've reverted back now to a full zone, even with the 4 players on the pitch. Oh, but it doesn't matter either way.
Excellent goal there for number 2 for the Tigers, Vladislav Skomarokov.
This game is just opening up dramatically at the end. It's a surprise. And another long shot. That's under the bar though. That's a poor shot. Rushed. So 4-all. Very soon the Tigers will be back to 5 players. There is only 23 seconds left on that yellow card. Counting down now, so looks like the Tigers are going to run off the first 20 seconds of this 60-second period to get their player back on. Three really, really tight games this evening. Maybe just a little bit of fatigue in these players.
And the 5th player for Tigers has entered, so Tim has come back on after his yellow card. So Tigers back to 5.
And he has 3.5 minutes now where he's got to be really, really careful about committing any form of foul. It's very difficult in defence. He plays inside in defence. He can't force any blocks or get too close to any pairs of hands. But for now, the focus is on the attack.
Blue Helmets just trying to get their defence nice and solid, but Cumberhead does get that shot off. It is deflected.
So an easy enough save. Didn't really place that to challenge the goalkeeper.
Hoffmeyer to Van Kamper here. Back to Hoffmeyer. Hoffmeyer's driving down the centre.
There is space on the side.
Back to Sander. Sander's going to look to feed it inside. No, back out again.
It's good control. They know they've got time on the clock here. They don't need to rush it. Just make for one really good opportunity. That's all they need to take a lead. Oh, and Sander van der Veeg takes the opportunity to put them up. His first goal of the game. And an important time to do it. Makes up for those 2 missed long distance open net shots. And the timeout has been called by the Blue Helmets this time. So just under 3 minutes left in this final game. Tigers have ridden that yellow card period really, really well.
Yeah, Blue Helmets are going to be really disappointed in that. They started that 2-minute period a goal up, and Tigers just didn't look phased that they were 4 players. They scored 2 goals in that time. Blue Helmets did get 1, but they did lose that goal advantage. And since then, the Tigers have got that goal back and are in front.
I think everything hinges on this next goal now. I think whoever scores the next one will probably come away with the rest of this game. That's why the Blue Helmets took this opportunity to have a timeout. To work out exactly what they're going to do with this attack. They know how important it is that this attack ends up leveling up the game.
So Blue Helmets back in attack now.
So the captain, Jerry Mansder, getting right into the middle of the zone. No fast shots this time from Ivan.
Over on the right with Valentin Gori. Back out again to Lawrence. Over to Blayo. Back to Lawrence. Lawrence driving in.
He's left the ball behind. He's just managed to recover it there. We haven't seen Blayo take any of his characteristic shots on the drive. Oh, this is his opportunity. He might look for it. Gets the pop on the inside. That was a really good shot and a good block.
Great work there from the Blue Helmets, just creating some space in the centre. They will have the reset of that shot clock though, so they are in attack. They can equalise.
This is much better play from the Blue Helmets. Controlled, looking for the passes inside. That's really well read though, over the shoulder. And the ball has fallen back for the Tigers, and the Helmets could be in trouble here because they have 3 down the end of the pitch. This is essentially a 4-on-3 situation with a man out of net. Can Timmery convert? He passes it off.
And Vladislav scores. He's having an excellent game this game.
His shot percentage this game has been fantastic. I don't think he's had many that haven't gone in when he's done it. So despite playing much, much better in this game, we haven't seen the Blue Helmets manage to hold on in the second half. They got up. They managed to get that lead that they've been struggling for all game. And now they need to get back into this really, really quickly if they want to get anything out of this game.
Oh, nice shot from Patrick Lawrence.
That is
dropping down for number 7, Li Xingfu, and there is a paddle foul against him from Sami Hapeta. So he will have that shot in front of the goal. Patrick Lawrence is going to take it. He has 3 paddles to get through.
Referee's just placing the player here where the foul is. We can probably expect him to take this opportunity. No one really seems to be lining up for a run-in to help him. Oh, did he just drop the ball there? Was that a pass?
No,
if it's a drop, it's a really bad mistake. What an opportunity missed. That's an easy foul for the referee to call. Probably just almost required, though, to prevent the break up the pitch.
Yeah, so a professional foul there. Blue Helmets just showing some frustration, just unable to make the most of their opportunities.
Yeah, and the referee has given a green card there for that obvious foul. And the Helmets go 5 out. 1 minute, need to force the opportunity. Ball is played up to Sami, who's playing anchor again. Sami Hapeta. They've done well when they've been under pressure on the 5 out. Lots of movement. Oh, and there we go. That's how to finish on an open net. Simple lofted ball, places it right in the centre. Puts the game to bed.
Blue Helmets with the restart. 40 seconds left on that clock though, and 3 goals down, so they're going to try and at least get 1 or 2 downs back to shorten that goal difference.
So the Tigers will take this game. It's been a really good performance from the Blue Helmets. It will be really disappointed not to come out of this game with anything. You feel like they maybe deserve to have something from this game, but
and we do have a yellow card there to the captain, Jerry Mansner. So I believe that green card was within the last short period of the game, so it is a yellow.
Yeah, the table just informing the referee in the break period there. So it goes from bad to worse for the Blue Helmets to finish this game. 26 seconds left on the clock, 3 goals required, 4 players on the pitch. Anything they can get out of this now is just purely a confidence booster moving forwards. Got a whole week of training now to try and take this result out of their head.
Nice interception there from JP, but
deemed to have paddle fouled. I thought he did really well to get that ball back, but clearly he must have had his paddles across the bow of the Tigers' boat, and that is the end of the game. So the Tigers take the victory, pulled away at the end there, came alive in that 4-man period where they had the yellow card. Just a lot more movement, a lot more speed, more power, and it saw them through the game. So they're happy there. Some celebrations between them.
Yeah, they'll be very happy to get another win on the board after their loss in the previous game. So they'll finish the weekend on a win.
Yeah, and they'll have time now to go away and review the footage from the other games and see where it's working for them and where it's not. They seem to go through phases in each game that they're in and just pulled away at the end there.
So that's all we have for today's action. We've seen the 3 games with some strong competition in there. A draw and 2 narrow wins. So some very entertaining polo here for you today.
Did you get the predictions right for these games? Let us know. And just a thank you to all of our sponsors, CBS, Upin Sports, Veltmeister. And see you in a week's time.